Hello everyone, welcome to American Truck Simulator. We're gonna start a new profile here. I decided to start in Hays, Kansas, just for sentimental reasons. It is a bit of a random city. I'm driving a Volvo here, and we're doing the first delivery that you do in American Truck Simulator from the starting city to some other place in the starting city. It's just a 2-mile delivery here. Yeah, I'm using a manual shifter, 18 speeds, range splitter, and I'm using a Thrustmaster T150 as my other wheel. My Thrustmaster T248 is in North Carolina. So let's get this delivery done. Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna get out of here. Because, you know, this is a bit of a weird yard. I guess we'll just go this way. I meant to turn voice navigation on. I was gonna set it to Chinese, actually, because I'm trying to learn Chinese. But, alas, I don't feel like editing it, creating more editing for myself to do. So, I'm just gonna live with the consequences of my actions. These gates in these yards are really annoying. It's just an unnecessary stoppage, and it makes me go through all the gears again. Alright, got a stop sign here and a right turn. I don't see anybody, so we're just gonna casually, roll through it. Kind of in the middle of nowhere in Kansas anyway. We'll watch that mirror and get my other mirror up. Okay, got another stop sign here. I probably should go down through all the gears, but downshifting is not my strength. Oh, I killed it. I had the clutch in. How did I kill the engine? Whatever. Take this turn as wide as reasonably possible here. Go back up through the gears, just to have to turn left here again anyway. I'm very bad at rev matching, as you can see here. We've got a left turn here. Alright, this is probably our one opportunity to go. I do prefer 18-speed transmissions. My only gripe with them is that the gears are super short, at least in the low gears, and so it makes it hard to get up through all of them. I always skip second, because it's just a waste of time. We're turning onto this tiny road here. Okay. Let me get my life figured out. And by my life figured out, I mean my gear figured out. Okay. Let's see. We're delivering to an oil refinery here, or an oil site, it seems. How am I gonna do this drop if I decide to... It's only 40 XP, that's not worth it. We're gonna take the safe parking here. It would take a solid 10 to 15 minutes for me to actually be able to do that drop on a delivery that's gonna pay like $600 at most. Okay. So there's the first delivery completed. Yeah, not even $600. It was $400. Okay. It's gonna show us the garage. I don't need to see it. I love how we can afford a garage, but we can't afford... This looks like a nice delivery. Let's do that one. but we can't afford a truck. Yeah, we're gonna do this delivery. Going from Hays to Woodward, Oklahoma, and they've started us off nicely with a horrendous turn. There's no way this truck can make that turn. What was the plan here? Okay. This is a nice looking truck. I like it, actually. Oh, it's a double articulated trailer. That's gonna make my life so much harder. I should have really known with the oversized load flags. I feel like I should have escort vehicles for this. I love how I just can't see my dash no matter what. I'm changing the headlight modes and all that. Just can't see it. Alright, looks like we're making a right turn here. Oh, I forgot to turn on voice navigation. I just went straight into the next delivery. Oh, we're gonna curb it here. Oh well. Maybe not. I wish you could copy controls from profile to profile. That would make life so much easier. But alas. Oh, I'm speeding already. There's a recruitment agency. So, Volvo is my favorite brand of truck, both in the ETS and ATS worlds. The thing is, at least in America, Volvos, from what I understand, are pretty disliked because they have major reliability issues. Okay, the braking sensitivity is too high. But, you know, it's a video game, so that is a consequence that I will not have to deal with. So I'm gonna buy a Volvo as my first truck as soon as I can unlock one of the cabins that's not completely hideous. I don't like the look of day cabs at all. Big Creek. You know, I think unfortunately that is actually the real name of a creek outside Hays. Not very creative naming going on here in Kansas. This truck does not have a lot of horsepower. How heavy is our cargo though? Oh, I'm criticizing the truck's horsepower and it's carrying 66,000 pounds. A solid 33 tons. I forgot to put my transmission to advanced so I can float gears. This truck has a lot of miles on it, 590,000. This is a relatively short delivery, only 166 miles to go. And interestingly enough, we're taking back roads here. Taking a US highway, actually. And not only are we taking a US highway, we're taking a spur of a US highway. But you know, this right here, the corn, I think that's corn at least. I don't have time to look at it as I drift into the other lane. And then the wheat, the fields would be so much bigger than this in real life, but this is what driving through Kansas is like here. It looks exactly like this, especially western Kansas. It really feels exactly like it, actually. I can't tell what crop that is on the left, but it looks like corn. Now, I might seem like a person who lived in the like a small town kid or whatever. I'm not. We're gonna, okay, we absolutely, oh, just money shifted it. Shh, it's a video game. We don't have to suffer from the consequences of our actions. We're not going to go through this stop sign with cross traffic not stopping. We're gonna die here. %1,000% gonna die here. We're just gonna do the classic American truck sim. There would never be this much traffic on a Kansas road. Never. See the wind turbines up ahead. One time I was driving on I-70 and there was this wind farm, and it had all these fancy new wind turbines, and then in the middle of this field of turbines you just see this old-fashioned windmill. Thought it was an interesting juxtaposition. Speaking of juxtaposition, that is one of my favorite words in the English language. We're going way too fast. Speed limit or not, I'm surprised I didn't crash into anything. Why is there a stop sign here? Forget that, I'm rolling through it. Oh, I still have traffic offenses turned on too. It's a good thing there was no cops there. I would like to speed up now. That is one of the most annoying parts of American Truck Sim right there, is the constant speed limit changes. I don't know why we're actually not on the interstate for this delivery, because I'm pretty sure there is an interstate that takes you down to Woodward, Oklahoma. Oh, fatigue simulation's on too. I'm gonna have to fix that. I am going to have to drive me and my cat all the way down to North Carolina from like roughly halfway across the country. And I have to do it by myself, so it's gonna be a 2-day drive. And I'm just not looking forward to it. And the worst part of that drive is going through the North Carolina mountains. This is another stop sign we're just gonna blatantly run because it shouldn't be here. Why does the cross traffic never get the stop signs? And you know, I like driving, hence why I'm playing American Truck Simulator, but other drivers are just no bueno. And they're worse on the East Coast than in the Midwest, except for Illinois drivers. I hate Illinois drivers. Like, Virginia and North Carolina drivers are a hazard to themselves and everyone around them. And North Carolina drivers especially cannot pick the correct lane. Like, you'll have a dude going, the speed limit's 55 here, you'll have a dude going like 5 under the speed limit in the third lane from the left, or from the right, sorry. And then you'll have another dude doing like 90 in this middle lane, the second lane. And then you'll have a dude doing like 50 in a 60 in the right lane. And it's like, why are you even here if you're gonna go 10 miles an hour under the speed limit on an interstate? We're probably going too fast for this curve, but I don't care. There should definitely be a yield sign here. I don't know why there isn't one. That was questionable there from SCS. Oh, I shifted up before going up a hill. And then it doesn't even matter because the speed limit drops again. No, you cannot be serious. This speed limit is not dropping for this gas station. You are unserious. No, I'm not slowing down for that. And then my gripe with Virginia and Illinois drivers is the rate at which they speed. Like, it's a minimum of 15 over for them, it feels like. And I don't know how they get away with it in Virginia, because Virginia, like, the most notorious part of driving through Virginia is that there's state troopers everywhere. So I don't know how they find the ability to go 15 over. And then Virginia also enforces their speed limits by aircraft. So, again, I don't know how they're getting away with it. I think they just don't care, to be honest with you. I don't think they always get away with it. Like, I used to live in Norfolk, as I almost money shift the truck again. And driving from where I live in North Carolina up to Norfolk, I just did money shift it. This is why you don't drive distracted. I forgot what I was saying. Anyway, the first rule of driving up there is never speed through Emporia. So I don't know how Virginia, I really don't. I don't get it. And then it gets worse the further north you go up the East Coast. Like Maryland, not good drivers. But you know, Maryland, if you're driving through there, you're driving through Baltimore and DC, which, second only to New York, are the worst places on the East Coast to drive. Florida included. Like, I'm sorry, Florida drivers might have a reputation, but they're predictable. And so I would rather drive through Florida than drive through DC or Baltimore. New York drivers, bad, they go too fast. New Jersey drivers, unpredictable and go too fast. Connecticut drivers go too fast and don't know how to drive, actually. There is a yield sign at this one. Interesting. We're gonna have to slow down for that guy. I've never seen a lot of Pennsylvania drivers. I haven't seen a lot of Pennsylvania drivers. Let's make that a proper English sentence. Hey, we're almost there. We've only got 27 miles to go. We avoided the interstate this whole time, actually. That's kind of surprising. But yeah, it really does get worse the further north you go until you hit Connecticut, I think. No, I forgot about Massachusetts. Massachusetts is bad. Massachusetts drivers are bad, I should say. I was not old enough to drive when I lived up north. And I don't plan on living up north again. That's just not where I'm from. It doesn't feel like home there. And let's be honest with ourselves, it is more expensive to live up there. The thing is, it's getting that expensive to live down south anyway. But you know, these are all problems for future me, so why does cross traffic not stop? Can never make life easy. An American truck sim. You're turning right, then I'm gonna go through the stop sign. Make sure we take this turn super wide. Maybe not that wide. Thank you for giving my truck room. We actually did not do too badly on that turn. I'm happy with that. We're almost there now. Which means I should probably stay in the low gears instead of the high gears. And when I say the low gears, I mean like 7 low versus 7 high, not like, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just to be clear. Alright, we're taking this right turn here. Case in point, bad at rev matching. Which is going to make it interesting when I start floating gears. Because you will constantly hear me grinding the gears as I change them. Again, playing American Truck Sim, so we don't have to suffer from the consequences of our actions. You know, as evidenced by me money shifting the truck twice in one delivery. A short delivery too, not even a long one. Okay, I am gonna go into 6 high here, just because the RPMs are a little too high for 6 low. Alright, we've got a left turn here at this light. The question is, will we make the light? Probably not, with how ATS has been treating us. Never mind, we're gonna make it. Even if it turned yellow, it was too late. Alright, another super wide turn. And then we're making this right turn up here. I should really shift down into fourth, but I don't want to. And I am lazy. And then we're turning into this place here, the Taylor. Make sure we take the turn wide enough, which I did not do this time. Actually, it looks like I'm going to just get away with it. And we kind of have to do the easy parking on this one. There's no way we can... Yeah. Yeah, putting the truck in gear would... How did that kill the engine? I had the gas pedal floored. I can't see where the drop is actually. Oh, it's right here. Yeah, that made no sense how I killed the engine with the gas pedal floored. Okay, I'm gonna damage the cargo if I try that. It's a solid $5,000 there, and we leveled up. The play when going through a new American Truck Sim is to level up long distance first. You want to get to like at least rank 4, and then I think hazardous cargo is the way to go, or just-in-time delivery. Fuel economy should be like your last choice. Any of these are fine, but I think hazardous and long distance are definitely the way to go first. Yeah, we got new upgrade. Why would I put Kenworth rims on a Volvo? That's so dumb. Alright. I think I'm feeling up to one more delivery, but before I do that, I gotta get things set up the way I want to. Okay, let's pick our next delivery here. I think it's actually going to be this one. I don't see a reason not to do that one. Or we could do this one, it's about the same. Both in 18 speed W900s. Both frac tanks actually, a lot of frac tanks. We might as well pick the one that's going to pay us the most, so I'm going to take that one. Okay, ooh, this is a nice looking truck. I like the steering wheel.
祝您旅途愉快.
Oh yeah, I turned on the voice navigation, and I did warn you that it would be in Chinese. Let's get the dashboard set up the way I want it. Let's go with cruise speed. Okay. Quick sip of soda and I'm ready to go. Let's make sure we don't crash into anything getting out of the yard here. That would be embarrassing. Oh, I forgot to make it so I can float gears. I always forget to do something. That's the thing about American Truck Sim, is it just has so many controls and things to set up. The goal for this drive is to no money shifts. I got too close to that stop sign, so you know, have to drive off the road to not hit it on the way out. Gears feel really short in this one, but it might just have more horsepower. Thank you for that. Voice navigation, I will go straight. What's the speed limit up here? It's 55. It's definitely going to drop lower. See, this is classic speed trap behavior. And I understand map compression and all that. We're actually going to stay in the left lane. Okay, see what I mean about speed trap behavior. But it's a little ridiculous. Like, I don't want to have to slam on the brakes anytime the speed limit changes. Just gonna pull into the roundabout because, you know, rules don't apply to the player, obviously. I don't remember if Hayes actually has where are we turning right? That's what the voice navigation just said to do. Oh, okay, that counts as a right turn apparently. There's a street like this in North Carolina where I live with a ton of roundabouts, but they're one-lane roundabouts, so that's different. I don't think if you need more than one lane for a roundabout, just build a traffic light. Like, you're not going to save time or increase safety. I've money shifted it with the roundabout. I was expecting to have to slow down more, which is why I shifted into first there. There's so many steam gauges on this truck. But it does look good. But it is hard to keep track of everything. It doesn't matter. In ATS, you really only need the tachometer and the speedometer. Okay, I'm in a truck. I should not be accelerating better than you. Especially with a manual transmission. Oh, we're slowing down. Oh, there's a train up here. That's why we're slowing down. That's a valid enough reason. Ironically enough, freight trains are one of the most efficient methods of transporting goods in the United States. They're so much cheaper than trucks. You still have to use trucks to get them exactly where you want to, but yeah, in terms of trains in the United States, why is there a stop sign here, and why are you slowing down so much? Freight trains definitely dominate the American landscape. Oh, this is a right turn only lane. That's problematic. We're just gonna pretend that we can go straight here, you know. I don't drive like this normally, just for the record. At that point, I would have just committed to my wrong turn. But it's a video game, so I can do what I want. I money shifted it again. I gotta stop doing that. There's a horse down there. Dude looks straight out of the American Revolution. I swear we were just on this exact same road. Being around all these fields is making me want to play Farm Sim. We were on this exact road. Are we gonna take the exact same journey down to the exact same place? Where are we going? We're going, yeah, that's exactly what we're gonna do, because we're just going to the next city over. In that case, I think I'll cut back to you guys when something new starts happening. He just ran the stop sign. I did it too, but still. Alright, so we are back in Woodward, which means we are now on the last part of our journey here. I did change the transmission to the advanced transmission so we can float gears now. So if you hear gears grinding, you'll know I did not match the RPMs well enough. Oh, we're making a left turn. I need to be in the left lane. This is also classic speed trap. I don't know if you can hear me over the voice navigation. I know my mic is pretty quiet. There's really nothing I can do about that right now. So we're making a left turn here, and then I think we're going to be driving on back roads because our drop was not actually in the city itself. It was like outside of it by a significant margin, which is usually an indication that your drop is in the middle of nowhere. Let's make sure we take this left turn wide here. Maybe not that wide, but I don't care. Only drifted into the other lane a little bit as I'm hitting the rev limiter. Yeah, paying attention to my gears while I'm turning is not my strong suit. I'm also not floating the gears when I could be, and probably should be, so I'm just actively destroying my truck's clutch. Look at that diner there.
继续直行.
I get the feeling it's going to be traffic lights and slow driving all the way there, which means we are going to hit every red light imaginable. I do want to upload some iRacing content. I am worried about exposing my last name to the internet, though. Like, I've done it enough, but still, like, it's different, I feel like, doing it on YouTube when you're making content, even if it's not great content, versus, you know, just having it in your social media and stuff like that. Although YouTube is a form of social media, but it's not the same as all the other ones. It's different exposing your last name to people you don't know versus you're more likely to know. Why are we slamming on the brakes? Just like real life, I swear. No comprendo por qué. Yep, see, that's exactly what I mean. Reason number 6,783 why I could never be a trucker in real life. I would destroy the truck's transmission. Alright, let's go up through our gears here. You cannot possibly be telling me that the speed limit's going to drop. Okay, you're not telling me that. Good. Because I was about to throw a temper tantrum that would make a 5-year-old jealous. The sounds on this truck are really, really good. From the Jake brake to the engine itself, it's amazing. Kenworths and Peterbilt and Freightliner are by far the best American truck manufacturers, at least from a real life standpoint. In terms of which one is my favorite between the three, though, that's a hard choice. It's a really difficult choice, actually.
继续直行.
Alright, we can see the flag there, so we're really close to our destination now. We got a viewpoint up here. This looks more like Utah than Oklahoma, if I'm being honest. You know, usually when you think of Oklahoma, you think of plains and tornadoes. That's planes with an I, not plane like airplanes, just to be clear. It looks like we might actually get there before nightfall, which is pretty good. I don't know what kind of back I want to do on this one, if I want to do the difficult drop. I think I've been here before. Oh, maybe not. We don't, this cannot be good for the truck suspension. Are my headlights on? I can't tell. I really can't tell. It's not like they'd make a difference at this point anyway. You should look at how much the front of the truck is vibrating. I'm not even going fast. Let's shift down into fourth without destroying the transmission. Oh, that's eighth. No wonder it didn't want to shift. Jesus, that would not have been good for the transmission at all. We're at another oil site.
旅程还不错呢.
I don't understand what you just said to me. I'm not up to that back. I'm sorry. There's no way I can do that. If it was like a distribution center yard, like a Walmart yard, or Walbert, if we want to be lore friendly, I could do it, but I can't do that. So we're just gonna take the simple parking here.
都设置好了，我们出发吧。
What? Oh, it didn't turn green. And you're gonna make me adjust the suspension too. Of course. How is this not good enough for you? I thought the skip parking thing was it telling me I parked it well enough. Oh, we're gonna be nitpicky like this, huh? That's how we're gonna be. Making a simple parking job more difficult than it needs to be. Why? There's just no reason for this. Where do you want me to drop this? You want... Okay, there we go. That was made unnecessarily complicated. Alright, we leveled up again. One more long distance, please. Alright, let's read our emails. It's all nonsense. Trucks, money. Transport. Let's take a look at the bank. We can borrow 130,000. So if we go over even the used trucks, let's get something that's not ugly. Which is not going to be a Volvo. Not going to be that. This is a day cab that looks good. I don't know how many speeds it has though. How many gears. I might be interested in that one, but I feel like I can just buy a Kenworth for that with the configuration that I want. So let's see here. Oh, you know what? I haven't discovered any Kenworth dealers though. We can kind of cheat a little bit though. Oh, you can't free roam though, that's the problem. Oh, it's not one of the dealers where you can cheat. Like if it's a Kenworth dealer, sometimes you can see on the map that it'll have a Kenworth pickup. Like this is what I'm talking about. You can see the Kenworth logo, so you know this is a Kenworth dealer. Let's take a look at Peterbilt then. This one's not bad. Yeah, I just don't know what the gearboxes are, like how many speeds there are. This one's the cheapest, and it looks like it's in good enough condition. So I think that's the one we're gonna buy. Now, we have to be careful with our loans here. We can do 50,000, and then we can do 10,000 4 times, but I feel like that might actually make it more we don't need to do 50 or 10,000 4 times. We can just do it 3 times. But let me do the math to see how much money I'd actually be losing doing that. Like 1207 plus 362 times 3. Yeah, it costs more to do that than to just take out the $100,000 loan. So we're gonna do that. And then I think we're gonna pick this one. We're gonna pay a metric ton in fuel cost though, with only a 150-gallon fuel tank, but it's better than either of the Kenworths. So yeah, we're gonna buy that one. I only have one garage I can put it in, which is that one. And on that note, I think we're gonna end the episode here. See you guys later.